Angeles Memorial Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Washington Huskies and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
All right, Holly. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense all over it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Zings it complete to the right. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams on the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Williams. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been running or throwing like you saw right there. And here they are now, down in close.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Trojans, the offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And now we get a look at Jaden Mayava. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out.
Well, this guy's been sensational individually, and when he plays well, he gives his team a chance to win. We know that. Now, obviously, they've got 2 losses. You can't afford another one if you want to reach the college football playoff, David. I think people around him need to step up, and that's going to be, I think, critical in this game.
It's critical the rest of the season. Like you said, the mulligans are gone. You've had a couple of bad performances, but I think they've learned, too, what they do well, and he had a good week last week. Build on it. No more room for error. Everyone step up. Like you said, the run game get better, receivers make plays, and then see where this season goes.
Myers on the move. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Left side is Anderson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and long right here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Working that left side now. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella. I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Caught in the backfield. It's Moss. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets past the marker. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Moss. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to...
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Here's Williams to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. It's Williams again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Throws it off the RPO. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to run it with Washington. And he's in! Touchdown, Huskies! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Washington 14, USC 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sees an alley. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Selling the fake. That's caught. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Heaves it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here's a give to Washington. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Quarterback keeper. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Washington sends out the punt team. Trying to take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. The give on the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the option. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And they can't make the connection on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Huskies! Stealing a score on special teams. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. He's looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Miller. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Making his first move. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Williams. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They'll run it. It's Washington. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Williams will pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for an alley. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Got his man down the middle. He'll be dropped. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Got out of trouble and throws. Williams open on the right side. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Williams. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it on the outside. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Williams looking for a man. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that deep shot's gonna wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll field this one in tight quarters. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 20 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
The Huskies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing.
Makes a diving catch along the left sideline.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
To the air, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Anderson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Keeps it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Williams. Rushes on. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Changing the routes with his receivers. Play fake, Williams. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The give. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming. The big interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Keeps it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The first down for the offense. Miller with the ball. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Working the ground game. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And the comeback is on.
Really nice job of executing that time by the offense on the option play. Really nice blocking up front. And the quarterback there really had a two-way go. He could have pitched that. Pitch guy was wide open, but the QB decided to keep it himself. Down here in the red zone-ish area, he's able to make guys miss and take it in for the score.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Huskies sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here's Williams to throw. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Under pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the
touchdown Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on second and short. Now on the move. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
This is a designed run. All by himself down the middle. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Huskies. They take the lead here in the second half.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Drops back. It's Mayava. Another incompletion on third down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And first down for the offense.
And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Washington. Jukes his way for more. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the move. Past the 6. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. With the catch, it's Danzy. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making. And
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Straight ahead, it's Washington. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Hit as he throws. Out wide right, it's Moss. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls in.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Williams to the air again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Running inside, it's Miller. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
At this point of the game...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Drops back on 1st down. Firing deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Nearly intercepted.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Out after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for running room. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes the tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it, looking for a 1st. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. The run inside. It's Carr. He's past the marker. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hits inside. It's Carr. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. And they'll send the field.